Yu-Gi-Oh! Diantha, she's the best champion of them all, and better than Cynthia. And Pokemon's all here to stay. And all of these video games, like, oh my gosh, that's a lot.
You can't dodge the ball.
So yeah, of course, we love Mario sports games a lot. Of course, over the years, ever since I guess the NES days, we have a lot of Mario sports games plus sports games with Mario in general. Ever since NES Black Box Golf / NES Open, I guess, all the way to our, well, more current sports games with, the Mario Golf game being the more recent one. And of course, when it comes to most sports games, it's usually golf or tennis, like I just said. But here, we got Mario Sports Mix. And yes, Mario Sports Mix, a collection of 4 epic games with basketball, volleyball, dodgeball, and hockey, all rolled into one. Only one of these sports having its own standalone game. Really wish Nintendo did more sports on this than just golf and tennis every fucking time they did it. But hey, this was pretty good too. So let's basket our way into this. I could have said pucks, but that would have not made sense for hockey terms. Of course, the intro is top-notch, like most Mario sports games, showing all the players doing the sports, trying to kick the crap out of each other. It's pretty dang cool. Okay, this is how you want to do the cheat. You want to make sure you have a new profile. Okay, alright. Then you want to hold C, press 1 3 times. Okay, let go. Hit Z, press 1 4 times, and then hold both C and Z, press 1 5 times. And boom! You just 100% of the game right there with no effort. Of course, in the sport, you got yourself dodgeball, volleyball, basketball, hockey. You know how to play these. Or basically, like regular sports, live a lot more simple and toned down because, Mario, you got your mini games, your online play because who plays this anymore because the Wi-Fi's dead. And, of course, records and a story mode. Spoilers, the story mode is really easy and doesn't require all that much effort. And the characters, you got your typical Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Bowser, Donkey Kong, you get the point. We also got Square Enix characters. Remember, these are Final Fantasy characters because it's made by Square Enix, so why not put some wacky characters? These are something that's always welcome in Mario games, the funny character roster. Of course, the story mode has asteroids with the sports balls from the sky. Yeah, like I said, this plot's kind of just whatever, and the story mode is like painfully easy, so I wouldn't recommend it. Just shoot a cheat like I showed earlier. Game, basically. Like I said earlier, obviously, it's like every sport you play normally, but a lot more simple down because it's a Mario game. You're not doing all the technical rules like you do with other sports games, obviously. Obviously, moving around is fine. You can tackle, pass, jump, switch at characters, either play 2v2, 3v3, and there's a ton of options right before you begin each match to how you want to play with different periods, or how much time score goes on, or how time each period goes on for. It's pretty nice for that extra part of customization. Thank God it's not Ultra Smash. Dear God, don't worry, we'll get to that, but let's just stay on the good sports game. Of course, in most sports games, Mario always has the most generic stadium. So there's that. But also, you got a cool station, the train that comes through the middle of you that you got to dodge every now and then. You got Daisy Gardner, Pete Piranha can even get involved into the game, whether he be a basket for basketball or in an obstacle to avoid. Of course, you got Bowser's Castle, where you're literally playing on the drawbridge surrounded by lava. Now, that is pretty freaking cool, and probably a safety regulation on there. And my favorite part of the Juniors board, where depending on what circle you are, and when you score, you can either score a bunch or lose a bunch of points, and it looks so cool. Like, this is a really cool design for a court. Just looks amazing.
Alright, essentially here for Peter Piranha, you gotta get whoever gets enough basket to Petey Mouse basically wins the minigame as well. The Area of Harmony is basically a rhythm game. Nice, I guess. And of course, for Bomb Dodge, well, dodge the bombs. I felt like the name with the sport dodgeball and also the bombs was pretty obvious. You also have a nice spin attack, so that's neat. And of course, skating. Who can bully each other the fastest while trying not to fall off the edge and steal everyone else's points. Yeah, that's kind of the whole thing. You gotta have to push your opponent off. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. I mean, neat controls, I understand.
That's Mario Sports Mix. Honestly, I really wish there were a lot more sports compilations like this. Or even just a nice sports game for y'all. That was Mario Sports sports mix. Gotta love more like sports game compilations. But they're not doing tennis and golf. I'm sorry, but they do way too many golf and tennis games. It's a lot more interesting to see a lot more other compilations of other sports you don't see Nintendo make or barely make at all. That is definitely the really cool part. It's like the multiple sports during the mid to late 2000s when Nintendo did more sports than just golf and tennis. I'll see you next time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying to Pokemon Vegan. See you next time. See ya.